Is your tap a little bit stiff like this, or the water just doesn't come out as good as it should? Then it looks like you need to change the washer. Stay tuned because I'm going to show you how right now. Hey, what's up guys, it's your man JB, back once again, and today I've got to fix this tap. It's been bothering me for a little while now, and it's a bit squeaky and it's a bit stiff, particularly compared to the tap on this side. You might be able to see that it comes on really easy, no problem at all with one finger, where this one is a lot stiffer. Now hopefully we're not going to need too many tools for this job, but we've got a slotted screwdriver, we've got a Phillips screwdriver, we've got an adjustable spanner, we've got a small slotted screwdriver which we'll use to get the little bits off the end here, and just in case a pair of pliers. So the first thing we need to do is turn the water off, and you'll see under here, under the sink, we've got a couple of valves here. Now the hot is on the left and the cold is on the right as far as that goes, so I'm going to go ahead and just turn this valve. So it's just a screw, and all you need to do here is turn that 90 degrees, and that should turn off the water. But of course what we'll do, we'll check it. Yeah, there we go, look. God, you can really see how stiff that is. You look at the cold again, that opens up nice and easy, but that hot one, really quite hard to turn it without having to push on that part there. So yeah, that definitely needs doing. But anyway, water off, let's start taking it apart. Now not every tap or pipe under the sink has one of those valves, and sometimes you might have to search for where the valve is. You might end up having the stop valve actually in the airing cupboard or somewhere like that. So if it's not under the sink, then you're going to have to go do some searching, so good luck with that. But do make sure you've turned that off, you know, test it before you do so. If you are in doubt, make sure you call a qualified plumber. Now what I would advise you do here is just to fill the sink with a cloth or something, or put the plug in the plug hole, because you've got some quite small bits in here and you don't want those dropping down into the drain. Okay, first thing we need to do is we need to take this little cap off here. Now obviously every tap is different, but somewhere there will be something like this that you have to take off. Now that is a little bit grubby, look at that. But what you will see in there is a screw that needs undoing. So this is a Phillips screw in there, so we've got a Phillips screwdriver, and we'll go ahead and just undo that. Wow, that is quite tight. There we go, so we're going to whip that off. Yeah, that's not in bad condition. I'll put that to one side. Now this part of the tap should come off, because that screw basically just holds the lever onto that tap, but it's a little bit stiff, might need a bit of persuasion with a screwdriver. But what we don't want to end up doing here is scratching the tap. I mean, it's not brand new, but the last thing I want to do is put a big scratch over it. So it is loosening, but if we can just put a screwdriver in and twist it, then that should be enough to just start getting that off. So you can see that it's definitely coming off. It's just taking a bit of persuasion. There we go. That's just freed up. Oh, that's pretty grim. Yeah, that definitely hasn't been taken off for a long time. Look at all that scum that's built up in there. Right, so we need to take this tap gland, or this valve, out of here now. So what we need to do is get an adjustable spanner, and we'll get that on there like that, and then that should just hold in the tap in position. Wow, that really is tight. What you need to be careful of here is that you don't just pull that up, because you may end up bending the actual tap or the sink itself. So as I'm pulling that up, I want to be pulling the tap down a bit at the same time. I think I might need some WD-40 on that. So we'll put some of this all around here, just allow that to get in. Just put it over there. Might as well give it a bit of a clean while we're here. There we go. Cool. WD-40. Know why it's called WD-40? Because it's a water dispersant, and it was the 40th attempt in making this product. So if it only took them 10 attempts, it would have been called WD-10. There you go. Every day is a school day. So we've just left that WD-40 on there for a few minutes, and what we'll do is give it another attempt to undo it. There we go. Excellent. So we can now take the tap gland out of the tap. Now sometimes you may have to replace the whole tap gland. This is not your standard tap gland with a washer on. So these are, I've replaced one of these before, and yeah, they've basically just got this internal section which turns to shut the water off. And it basically only turns about 180, or actually only about 90 degrees. So it makes it a lot easier than turning. So yeah, there we go. That's not in bad condition, but it is really sticky. So my option now is to maybe try and loosen it up, because it's not actually the washer that is in need of replacing, it's just this needs freeing up. Now if we can't free this up, we'll have to replace this whole tap gland. So we'll grip that in the adjustable spanner, and you know, when you're doing this with the pliers, it actually feels a lot easier, but I do wonder whether it just needed some lubrication. What I might do here, you can see it's got this spring clip on it, so if that's not too difficult to get off, there we go, that wasn't a problem. So we'll take that off, and we'll just try and get a bit more WD-40 in there and give it a good clean. I'll just put some in here as well. I shall make sure the water runs through here for quite some time before we have a go, you know, at using the water. Actually, this is only the hot water, so that's not going to matter too much. So let's give that a go again. Grab that in the pliers. Actually, that feels a lot better already. So I can do that just with holding on to this part of the gland now. So that may have solved it. I'm going to put a tiny bit more in there. I'm going to leave it for a minute. I'm going to clean the tap up, and then we'll put it back together again. Now, just putting the handle back on, and if I just hold on to that, that actually feels, that does feel a lot smoother and easier to turn than what it did, so I think we may have just fixed it or just saved it in time. So let's put it on, see what happens. So we just pop that back into there, tighten that up, just like that. Just remember to put the little retainer clip back onto the valve there. We can place the actual tap handle back on. Now I want to try and get that roughly in line with the other one. Looks about there. Okay, it's good. And we can get that screw back in. Okay, do that up. Oh wow. So look at that, that is a big improvement. Fantastic. Right, let's pop that little cap in there. And then we'll put the water back on. So make sure the tap is off. And then just back to here. And you just want to turn that so it's vertical and in line with the pipe. Got a little bit of water dripping there from that. That might be an issue. And then let's have a look. See what this is like now. Oh yeah, much better. Perfect. So initially we thought it was going to be the washer, but actually it just needed a little bit of lubrication and freeing up, and now actually that is absolutely perfect. I'm just going to kind of stand here all day now and turn that on and off, but you can see very easily on and off with one finger. Cool, man. Right then, good, job done. I can put that back in there, and we've now got a much smoother tap. Now the fact that it has stiffened up in the first place means that it might need replacing in the near future, but if you do need to replace it, go check out my other video right here on how to replace a tap gland. Well, it's pretty much the same as what we did here, but I've got another video, so you can go check that one out. Well, thanks for checking out this video, guys, and don't forget to check out a whole load more of my videos as well. Be kind and subscribe. You know it makes sense. Awesome. I'm going to get this kitchen cleaned up before the missus comes home. I'll see you on the next video.